Welcome back. In this section, we have a very special guest that I'm going to let Denny introduce. Denny, who we got with us today?
We got my guy, man, straight hooper, huge NBA fan, diehard Sonic fan, up and coming blogger on NBA shit, man. We got my guy, Simon Wampold. He's ready to talk some hoops. What's good, Si?
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Welcome to the pod, Si. Si, you've been watching.
You guys started this podcast. I've been wanting to get on it, so thank you guys for having me.
We're excited to have you on. We're excited to hear what you have to say about the association. We're going to hear your takes. We got a lot of topics to cover with you today. But Simon, we got to do a proper introduction to the pod, and that is taking a shot for the Sonics.
He's repping them too right now too.
He is. Yeah. He's wearing Ray Allen out there.
Ray Allen's done, yeah.
We got some Jack out here.
Yeah, we got some crowd.
There you go.
All right, good luck to the
Sonics, baby.
Let's go, bring him back.
Way better than that other stuff. Oh my! All right, let's get into it.
Let's waste
no time.
Let's waste no time.
Let's waste no time.
Let's hop right into it. What are we talking about first?
All right, Si. Well, we were talking a little bit earlier on the pod. We want to get kind of your thoughts on some things. First off, some news around the league. All the Draymond news. We just want to kind of hear what your thoughts are with Draymond.
Yeah, of course.
Where he stands with the Warriors and all that.
In the great words of Yusuf Nurkic, he said that that brother needs help, and that brother needs help because I am sick and tired of this motherfucker. My mother is the only one who thinks that Draymond did that on accident. I think she's the only one. She's on Draymond juice for sure. But I think the rest of the world, outside of my mother, thinks that was definitely on purpose.
Yeah, he's a straight clown. It's just it's ridiculous.
Absolutely horrible. I mean, we've seen him throw a real punch against Jordan Poole, though. I mean, he can hit harder than that.
He kicked Steven Adams in the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, more importantly, I think this might be the end of the Warriors dynasty. I think this is the last season, and this is their bad exit.
It's gone. Yeah, no, I agree.
And do you think Klay is gone then?
I think Klay Thompson has turned into a once-a-week guy. He's once a week. He puts up 6-7 threes, and I think this is the end.
Sadly.
It's crazy to see.
It's crazy to think about it, yeah.
He did just have a 30-point game the other night.
That's what I'm saying, once a week.
We'll have to kind of see.
We're
see
all
what
cooks here. We're all cooks here, so we love Klay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go Cougs.
Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Well, you saw that. I'm not sure if you saw earlier this week how they talked about how they offered him a 2-year extension for $45 million.
Yeah, they didn't come to an agreement though, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So
I think he's super max material.
I think he wants more money, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Back on Draymond. Do we see Draymond coming back? When do we see him coming back at some point this season? And if we do, when do we think he's coming back?
I think he does. I think there's something weird going on because like all these, like Yusuf said he needs help, and like Steve Kerr had an interesting thing to say, and Durant was like, oh, he wasn't like that. And I heard some things like they're going to make him go to like therapy or something.
Yeah, they're making him come to therapy.
There's something not right going on that I don't think the public knows. So it might be a little bit. He might be on a little John Morant suspension. You never know.
I think minimum February. Minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild shit going on over there in Golden State, man.
Yeah, I think
always some kind of drama.
We're seeing the collapse of the Golden State Warriors right now.
Yeah, I think might be the start.
It's collapsed when Steve Kerr's arguing with Stephen A. Smith.
Taking it out of the day to go clap back at him.
Stephen A. Smith goes on like a 10-minute rant at Steve Kerr just because he didn't mention his name. That's
very true.
Off his rocker.
Yeah.
Speaking about talking about more about suspensions, we're about to approach the 25-game mark. Tuesday, Ja Morant is eligible for the Grizzlies. Right now, they are 6-18. We were talking about this a little bit earlier in the pod, but we want to get your take. With Ja's return, how does that impact the Grizzlies? Did they start kind of figuring things out? Is it going to take some time? or is that team just an absolute mess right now?
I think they're an absolute mess, right? I don't see how Ja hops back into that and helps them immediately. I mean, it's not like Ja's like a crazy playmaker. I mean, he does help, a little bit, but yeah, I don't see that affecting it that much. I mean, what did you say? They're 6-18 right now.
6-18.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they make
one win
Ja
at
for the
home.
plan, but Jaren Jackson isn't playing that well. I thought Bane was going to have a great season. He's looked like Bane with Morant out there, and Morant's not even out there. So
True.
I don't see it happening, to be honest.
I've been disappointed in Triple J. I've expected more out of him.
I've expected more.
I thought he was gonna take that leap, kind of take over, and he is not. So
no, he needs a bigger person there to fill a leadership role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else do they have on that team? Who's their point guard right now?
They have Smart, but Smart's been out.
Right. Steven Adams is out.
So
Brandon Clark is out for the season. Same with Steven Adams out for the season.
They have Aldama though.
He's actually their third leading scorer right now. He's averaging 12 right now. He's their third leading scorer. So I really don't even know who else they fucking have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, I don't. Maybe they make a run for the play-in, but I don't think anything other than that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We'll see what he does for fantasy managers around the world.
No kidding.
Yeah. Guys who have just been stashing on the bench.
But hey, they're 6-18. But the Lakers started 2-10 last season, and they made it to the Western Conference Finals. So I don't think this team's nowhere near the Lakers from last season. But
speaking of Lakers too, kind of moving on to our next topic with Cy, in-season tourney champs this year. Of course, LeBron is the first to do it.
Of course.
Did we learn anything from the Lakers after seeing them in this tournament?
I did. I learned a lot.
What did we learn?
I learned that LeBron might be the GOAT. I was on the MJ train for a long time, and I went to that Phoenix Lakers game, the one right before they qualified to go to Vegas. And LeBron might be the greatest player of all time. He is tapped in. Austin Reeves looks incredible. He came off the bench in the championship game against the Pacers and scored 21 in the first half and finished with 28 and had like 15 free throws or something. It was crazy. And I think Cam Reddish is also big for them. He's big on defense. He plays all the guards really well. And I would watch out for the Lakers. They're looking scary.
I can't agree with you there. I'm still on the MJ train. I'm not on the LeBron train. He has lost more finals than he has.
Yeah,
I get it. Yet again, I never witnessed LeBron in person. I've never been to an NBA game still to this day. Someday soon, but
I have no comment. But all I gotta say about LeBron is what he's doing right now at his age. I mean,
absolutely, yeah.
What you have to think about is like when LeBron's off the floor or if he's not playing, the difference in the team is just insane.
Yeah,
it goes back to like what I was saying earlier. Darvin Ham said going into the season they were going to monitor his minutes, kind of ease him into the season, and he's played 35 plus in every game besides the blowouts.
He's been balling,
but they have to have him in there 35 plus, and he's balling. He's balling right now.
He's incredible.
He's going crazy.
He's making it look too easy.
Yeah, I mean, him and AD when they're on, man. AD had what in the championship? He had 41 and 20, and AR. Yeah, AR has been hooping too.
Austin Reeves and LeBron when they're on the court together, their plus minus is like through the roof.
That's gotta be so sick for Austin Reeves that you're just homies with LeBron and you guys are just hooping together on the court.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gonna be so fucking sick.
That's crazy.
That's so sick, dude.
Yeah, LeBron's good. I'll give him credit where credit's due. It's kind of crazy what he's doing as the oldest player now. I'll give you this. Like, he's definitely had he's been great for a way longer time than Michael Jordan was, obviously, because nobody gives a shit about Michael Jordan and the Wizards or anything like that. But
no.
Yeah, there's a debate there to have for another time. But I get what you're saying.
We can get into that into another episode, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, that was what else? Okay, so Lakers win the in-season tournament. What do you think this means for the in-season tournament moving forward in the NBA? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about the in-season tournament?
That's an interesting question. I really wish we were like down there in Vegas like for those games because they look really awesome. Like
Yeah.
you know, me and JD go down to Summer League every summer, so it's a pretty cool environment to be in. So I'm sure just the in-season tournament, like with actual players playing, and like you're probably all at the win or whatever, hanging out with everyone. I'm sure it was a great experience. But the actual tournament, I think needs to stick around. I mean, I think they did it to compete with NFL viewership in the month of November, and it looked like it worked to me. I mean, I was at the Phoenix game, as I said, that game was awesome. That Celtics Pacers game was awesome. The fans were into it. I think you keep it around, and every team has a shot at it. So,
yeah, I didn't even think about the competition for viewership in the NFL. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That's actually a great point because I was comparing it to the fact that the NCAA has their in season, just the small invitational tournaments that they have. But I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's like as an NBA fan, during group play, every Tuesday and Friday you're looking forward to something.
Yeah.
It's in season play. And then you get into the knockout rounds, and I mean those were some crazy games, dude.
Yeah. No, it was crazy.
I thought it was interesting too because like players we were all experiencing this like all at once. Like even the players were kind of like, oh, like how is this gonna go? Especially when they got to like Vegas, like are fans gonna like this? And it turned out pretty awesome. I mean, Halliburton had a big reason to do with that, but
Tyrese out
Tyrese knees. Yep.
And then
I for sure had the Pacers going. I have for sure thought the Pacers were about to destroy the Lakers, but I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
And I think that's just what it shows the maturity there. For the fact, I mean, like probably LeBron and AD, probably treat that as a playoff scenario where like it feels like you have that veteran presence there where you're like, okay, I've been here before. So it's that mentality really early in the season. It's nice to see. Obviously, viewers, like Adam Silver said, viewership is way up for this time. So it really did help them. So it was good to see.
And the Lakers got a banner out of it.
Yep.
Mickey Mouse banner. Classic.
They have two controversial banners in the last, 3 years?
2 Mickey Mouse banners.
I think it's just classic. That's just the Lakers.
Like, yeah. I mean, it had to be LeBron. Adam Silver was so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It was part of the script. Yeah. I mean, that's how it goes, right?
But absolutely part of the script.
Yeah.
Real quick, more on this as well. We did talk about this a little bit earlier. Was the fact that they brought up an idea of the possibly not actual discussions, but it was their idea that was brought forward of the fact that whoever wins the in-season tournament should get an automatic playoff spot. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I like the idea of it because it gives you more of an incentive to play, but then you have 4 or 5 more months till the playoffs hit, and then you guys the whole team can just kick it, be like, oh, like we already made the playoffs, like what are we playing for now? Unless you want to make the in-season tournament like a little later in the season, like sure, but it's too early in the year to give them a playoff spot. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think, but I think
we felt the same way. And I mean,
I went off.
What's
tangent?
Yeah, just to sum it up, like, what's the point of the play-in then if you're going to already guarantee a spot to a team?
We're adding too much. I like the play-in.
Yeah,
like it's been a good addition the last couple
keep
years.
the play-in. Yeah, stop trying to add.
Love the idea of having the person who wins the in-season make the playoffs, but maybe the in-season would need to be later in the season. Then
they would need to figure out how to format it.
See,
to make it work.
I would low key. My idea would be is if you have the in season tournament, I wouldn't even put the play. I would get rid of the play in at that point,
right? Yeah,
because then you could just say, no matter what, who's in the championship, the in season tournament, the East and West, you get on automatic bid. So I don't know. I mean, it's less playoff. It's less playoff basketball, but with the play in right now, you already have only 6 teams that don't make the playoffs. Only 6 teams of the entire NBA don't make the playoffs. So, yeah, I think you'd have to change quite a bit if you were to give them that power. I just think it's too much to actually put forward.
It would definitely make the in-season tournament more watchable, but then whoever wins it is chilling for 40, 50 games.
Yeah, that'd be fucked.
And I brought it up. So, like, a lot of people get injured during the season, so they could be
going hard for
that. Yeah, they would. So they don't want pandemic pee in there. Oh,
yeah,
man.
They do not want pandemic pee.
Yeah, but like, they could be really good during the in-season tournament, but they could get injuries all over to that point. And then I think that's what ruins the playoffs too. Then you just have a really shitty playoff race where you have, Jokic and the Nuggets just beating the shit out of this team that just because they won the in-season tournament. But now they don't even have half their starters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So I don't know. There's a lot of can of worms to open there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, years to come how the in-season tournament's going to go. Kind of wrapping up, getting our thoughts with Cy from those. We're going to move into the topics that we're going to be discussing today with Cy. We're going to be starting things off today talking about biggest underdogs in both conferences. Let's start out in the West. Cy, who's a team that you like right now as an underdog over in the West?
Biggest underdog right now. Let me pull up the teams right now.
The West is always tough, man.
West is so much competition.
I don't want to. I feel like the one that sticks out to me, and maybe it's an obvious choice, but I would have to say the Rockets. I mean, I like
the Rockets too.
They have Van Vliet, Jalen Green, who's been playing off the ball, who's looked pretty good off the ball. I think that was their idea, getting Van Vliet. Dylan Brooks, all of a sudden is shooting like 100% from three. It feels like. Jabari Smith is playing well. Sengun is Jokic Jr. We got Jeff Green, Tari Eason. Shout out Seattle. And then we got Aaron Holiday, who can occasionally turn into Michael Jordan when he plays the Thunder, apparently. But yeah, I would take that team. They have a bunch of defenders. Matt, you know the pain with Aaron Holiday. I was texting you during that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be my biggest sleeper in the West. Would have to be the Houston Rockets. Out of nowhere too. During the offseason when they signed Van Vliet and who else did they sign?
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks. I was like, what are they doing? Like, they're just going, but they look really good. Ime's got a system going down there and they run it. And I think they can compete with the best of them. So I would watch out for them. They might be better than a play-in team.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the money with Jalen Green. He definitely is better as just a scoring guard rather than a pass first or facilitating, more of a point guard. Yeah, and bringing in that veteran presence of Van Vliet, man, I think it's really opened up opportunities for Jalen Green over there. And the Rockets, they've had some big wins. I feel like I think they've beaten the Nugs, they've beaten the Lakers. They've had some impressive wins. I also had the Rockets as an underdog. I could see them. They're top 6 right now. With the way they're playing, I could think they could even stay top 6. They're looking good.
Yeah, what do you guys think for biggest sleepers in the West right now, outside of the Rockets?
Yeah, I think the Rockets is the clear-cut choice here. Just to choose a team that's not the Rockets, I'm just gonna go with the Pelicans for the fact
I like the Pelicans.
I just think they're completely underperforming for what they could do.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who was it? Somebody said
more Zion drama.
More Zion drama.
You don't want to get
it's never ending.
Yeah, but like, oh my gosh, dude, these guys, like at their best when CJ's on his game, when Brandon Ingram's on his game, when Zion's on his game, like they're unstoppable. They're really good, and they were actually a lot of people's favorites to win the in-season tournament too because they were doing pretty good going into that.
Yeah,
and Zion's like he's getting a lot of hate, but like he's still dropping minimum 25 points a game. I'm not sure what his points per game is right now, but like
he's averaging dropping a lot of points. 2.9 right now.
Yeah, that's not that bad. I mean, there's a lot of people doing better than him, yes, but like, yeah, people expect more from him. He was before Wemby. He was obviously one of the biggest hyped prospects coming into the NBA as well. And yeah, but when all three of those guys are hitting, they're great.
And it seemed like earlier in the season they were suffering a lot of injuries.
Yeah,
they were still waiting for Trey Murphy to come back for a while. You know, Herb Jones I think was dealing with injuries, but I think as of late they've been playing better. 3-game win streak right now. I think they're looking up. I could see this team, making a run also in the West. But the West is so crazy, man. Just looking at all these teams, like the Suns are 10th, the Warriors are 11th, like
Thunder are 3.
This is
1.
the Wolves are 1, man. Like this is a crazy conference.
Yeah, the playoff seeding for the West is not going to be what anyone predicts. I'll tell you that.
Clippers are starting to maybe get things going.
Yeah. That's what we talked about a couple podcasts ago about the struggles, and now we have the Clippers team.
They're on a 6-game win streak.
Yeah, 6-game win streak.
8-2 in their last 10 right now.
Yeah, that's great. Finally getting some at the cost of Russ sitting a little bit more. I don't think it's Russ's fault that they were losing. It's just the fact that too much hog at the floor.
It's like we were talking about last episode. He's a team player.
Yeah, it's a fit thing.
It's a fit thing. I just think there's too much.
It's unfortunate that Russ has found himself in this. I'm a big Westbrook guy, so it's unfortunate that he's found himself on this last 3 teams where he's just had to sit on the bench because of fit purposes.
It's bullshit, man. This man.
It's not like he doesn't know how to sacrifice for the team, but it's just his play style. And it's like you have to play hard. And I mean,
it's just so much of him. This is a man who has an MVP in his resume, and he's just taking a backseat for these other people who also have MVPs. Well, Harden and oh my gosh, it's tough to watch.
MVP, but yeah.
But
Pandemic Pete has nothing, besides the pandemic.
Besides the pandemic,
yeah.
But it's tough. It's tough to see Russ take a seat, but it says a lot about the man be able to do that because he's always said he just wants to win, and now he's really proven it. He's taking his game back just to help his team out. So, good for him.
Yeah, they're 7th right now and they're rising, so we'll keep seeing how they're going. Looking at the rest of the teams in the West, do either of you have any other teams you kind of look at and think they could be possibly some underdogs or someone that you could see making a push for the playoffs or even the play-in later in the season?
I mean, I see Golden State down there under Phoenix, and you'd have to assume that they get in there somehow. So I guess the question is, who are they replacing? And
they always find a way.
Top 10 teams, I don't.
But
I don't know who they replace.
Yeah, I think I think you're right when you said that their dynasties come to an end, especially with Draymond, and Curry has no help. Andrew Wiggins is really underperformed. Clay's underperformed. Kuminga's not anything.
I don't think that roster makes sense. It's built like that 2016 style roster doesn't work anymore.
Nope.
And they don't have any I think Wiggins is the X factor there. If he was playing a real defender and scoring 15, 20 a game, we'd be having a different conversation. And maybe you could argue the Warriors record would be better by a couple plays that could have gone their way. But I don't think that roster is built for 2023 anymore. You need big guys now, which is crazy to say. It's just a cycle. It used to be small ball. Now it's look at the Lakers. They have huge guys on their roster right now. Pelicans that you named. Big guys, and they just don't have that.
I didn't even mention Vucevic. He's on the Vucevic is on the Pelicans, right?
Valanciunas.
Valanciunas. Yeah, Vucevic is on the Bulls, which we will get into.
That's what I mixed him up.
I actually saw a stat. I think
Valanciunas has been really good too.
Yeah, I saw a stat when Valanciunas and Zion both have I think double doubles or some stat like that.
Yeah.
I think they're 9-0.
Well, yeah, they bullied
when
Thunder.
Those two play together, they play well together. They're a pretty tough team.
Yeah, they beat the Thunder in the play-in tournament too, or the in-season tournament. So, for group play, Valanciunas is great. Valanciunas, man,
pretty much the same name.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. But that sums up the West. Looking over at the East, let's start off with you, Matt, first. What is a team you're looking at you can see as an underdog right now?
I mean, I got to stick with them. It's the Pacers. I'm not even sure they're underdogs, but they're 6 right now. I guess. I'm going to call them underdogs because the Rockets were 6 in the West too right now.
Yep.
They're great. Tyrese Halliburton is amazing.
He's crazy, man.
Miles Turner's good with them. Obi Toppin going there. Bruce Brown. They got a great squad. My boy, Andrew Nemhard, go Zags. He's got a really good young core. He's just looking up for them there.
I think for how crazy they were in both in-season group play and the knockout rounds, I'm surprised that they're 13-10. I feel like they would be better. I haven't looked at their schedule to see who they've played against. Sai, kind of looking at the Pacers. What do you make of the Pacers right now?
I think the most impressive thing about the Pacers for me was that going into that championship game against the Lakers, I was definitely like, the Lakers are going to shut Halliburton down. So how are the Pacers going to, like the whole team outside of Halliburton, going to look? And they held up. They held their own. Obi Toppin, Bruce Brown, Miles Turner. So I think that game right there like impressed me the most, because like Halliburton had a good game, but the Lakers locked him down. But the team outside of Halliburton like held that game down for him. So they impressed me, and I agree with Matt. Like they might be the biggest sleeper in the East.
They got a good core over in that team right now.
They do,
and they have good depth too.
On that team right now, I'm blanking, but
Bruce Brown.
Yeah, Bruce Brown,
Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield.
Oh yeah, Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield is big for them.
Yeah. Sophomore Benedict Mathurin.
You know who I always hear actually plays solid minutes for them? TJ McConnell.
Yeah, TJ McConnell's actually playing a lot.
I swear he's a great role player for these guys every year. It's insane.
Yeah, people rave about McConnell.
Yeah, he's 31,
but he's still great stats, but
yeah, I think he plays. I think he fits well in that offense, or at least
he does things that don't show up on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
unless
you really got to be watching. Yeah,
Obi Toppin on the Pacers, I like him a lot more than on the Knicks. I'm glad to see him doing good.
I want to see Bruce Brown pick it up a little bit more. I think he's been playing well, but I think he just
Bruce Brown to fantasy too.
Yeah, from a fantasy perspective, I need Bruce Brown to step it up. I mean, my God.
JD, I know you just dropped him in our keeper league. You know, I was thinking about picking him up. You never know.
Yeah, I in the categories league, I just couldn't trust him. He wasn't doing enough.
But yeah, that would be my biggest takeaway from the Pacers was that the Lakers completely shut down Halliburton after their game against the Bucks, and I was curious to see how the Pacers would hold up, and they made that quite the game. So I'm all in on the Pacers. I was quite impressed.
I was telling Matt I won a 7-game series, Pacers Bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, especially after we got to get James Johnson in the game. James Johnson versus Thanasis.
That was my next question actually for you was what are your thoughts on the James Johnson signing?
I think it's hilarious.
Wait, who'd you say? You say it was him versus Thanasis?
Yeah, UFC 300. It's going on the undercard.
You were talking about that?
Yeah.
Well, because
I'm gonna call Dana White. He's gonna put it on there.
Dana.
And Steelers will not be working tonight, guaranteed.
Dude, hey man, Oscar Sheboy needed his first shame ball. Hey, I'm an Oscar Sheboy fan. I watched that man play live out of Kentucky. I give him that man some love, but yeah, no, that was ridiculous. That was just a whole ridiculous situation.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm on like what.
No, keep going.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm on like a side on whether Oscar Sheboy or what's his name, Sheboy should have got the ball.
Yeah.
Or Giannis. I'm not like on a side. I just thought the whole thing was hilarious. And I don't know if you guys saw when there's a clip of like Giannis like screaming at Halliburton and like Dame's just sitting there. You could just see on Dame's face was like, "Yo, can I just go?"
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Did you hear his post game?
You hear Carlisle's? Oh yeah, I didn't hear Dame's. What Dame say?
Dame was just so laid back. You could tell he just didn't give a shit. He was like,
yeah.
I mean, it was competitive. You know, he basically was like, it got competitive. Shit happens, and
then you have Carlisle looking like a concerned dad in a parent-teacher conference. Like,
keep going.
We were standing outside of our locker room.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know
what happened.
He was like, just scared.
I just wanted to give the ball to Oscar. All I wanted was give the ball to Oscar. Okay? It's the same tradition we always do. Right?
Oh, man.
Go Pacers.
Go Pacers, baby. All right. Give me another team.
Sai, I know you agreed with Matt on the Pacers, but do you have any other teams that you look at in the East thinking they could be an underdog potentially?
I do have one more team, and I am taking the word underdog and sleeper very seriously when I say this.
Let's hear it.
I am taking the Chicago Bulls, and that is assuming that they don't trade not Halliburton. They don't trade DeRozan or Levine, because the rise of Kobe White right now is absurd.
Yeah, I love Kobe.
And I want to hear you guys' takes on Kobe right now, because it's absolutely absurd.
I love Kobe. I mean, I've been on the Kobe hype train ever since I've been waiting for him to like pop off. I knew he was one of my favorite people coming out of UNC, out of North Carolina, and he's good, man. I just been waiting for it to come for a while, so I'm glad it's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Kobe White's still playing like this, then you get DeRozan and Levine playing. Maybe Levine will play some defense, but he doesn't really need it. You got Torrey Craig and Javon Carter out there. Then you got Vucevic and Drummond. I mean, if Billy Donovan can maybe coach,
it's a great roster.
I think this is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, there you go. Billy Donovan needs to coach. I never thought I'd hear that.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows how to, but if he can figure it out, then I think they actually might have a good team on their hands.
I've always been a Bulls supporter, especially that Levine DeRozan backcourt. I mean, that is just such a nasty duo, dude. I mean, on paper, you look at them. You have Vucevic, Kobe White. You know, he's been with the Bulls for a while, and he's shined. You know, he's played well, but I feel like he's been inconsistent. But now with Levine down, he's had this opportunity to really, better himself and just start hooping, and that's what he's done. You know, clearly he's been in the lab because he's been going crazy. I agree with Sai. I think if Kobe White keeps it up, especially, you know, if he moves back to the second unit when Levine is healthy, and, you know, big minutes too from Caruso, who's been battling injuries too. He always plays well for that team. I'm a huge Bulls supporter, so I would love to see the Bulls kind of make a run for the play-in at least.
They have the depth too.
Yeah, and some inside I mentioned a couple episodes ago. When it comes to the Bulls, I feel so bad. Lonzo should be out there with that team, and I do think that Lonzo makes that team. Lonzo. I feel like Lonzo makes that team so much better, especially the way he was playing before he got hurt in Chicago, dude. His three got more efficient. I mean, he was just a facilitator out there, man, for those two, Levine and DeRozan. Good defensive presence. So I would love to see the Bulls make a run.
Just a stat I pulled up here just to show about Kobe White's resurgence. Last year he averaged 9, 2, and 2. This year he's averaging 17, 3, and 4. And in the last 2 weeks he's averaging 26, 6, and 6.
In the lab.
Yeah, absolutely in the lab. Yeah. So I think if they don't end up moving DeRozan and Levine, which could all be smoke, then I think we have a real-time sleeper on our hands, and this could be a fun playing team for sure.
Yeah.
Granted, Billy Donovan is their coach, though, so let's stress that.
I'm gonna go to one other team who's actually just a half a game ahead of the Bulls. Honestly, 7 through 12. I think any of those could change at any moment in the East right now. So you got Heat, Nets, Cavs, Hawks, Raptors, Bulls. I'm going to take the Raptors as my biggest underdog for now. The fact that when Scotty Barnes is on and Pascal Siakam is on right now, they're good. Like, Scotty's good, man. He's looking such good for a second-year resurgence. And I think they can make a push if they just get their shit together. And Scotty Barnes, unbelievable.
He's taking over. He's the number one option now.
Yeah.
He took it over Siakam. Siakam's kind of been up and down this season, but Scotty Barnes has been consistently locked in. He's been very impressive so far this year. And like I said, he's definitely number one option now. A player on that team who's been disappointed is OG Anunoby.
Yeah.
He's been struggling. Not really sure what's going on there.
Yeah,
I even like having Schroeder as the point guard. I feel like Schroeder even was playing well.
My German boy.
And then I mentioned it, I think, in another episode. Sai, I know you can agree with this too. We need more out of Gary Trent Jr.
We do, yeah. I think I told you before the season started that I thought Gary Trent was going to have a season, and I haven't. I think he's averaging like 9 points a game, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like he has the opportunity to really kind of stand out. And
I mean, he really had like a breakout like for like a month or two in Portland, and it was pretty awesome to see. And then they let him go for. I'm blanking on like what that whole trade was, but they let him go, and I expected a lot from him just with the Van Vliet absence, and we haven't seen much from him. So I expect more from Gary Trent. I expect more from Schroeder, honestly.
He's only averaging 10.4 right now per game.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's not terrible, but I thought he was going to maybe be like a 15-point per game scorer this year.
Oh, shit.
But
OG's averaging 16. I was just shitting on him.
I mean, no, but he should be doing better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Malachi Flynn.
Expect more from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not doing good. He's going to play a lot of minutes, but quick shout out to Malachi Flynn, former Coug.
Yeah, go Cougs.
Go Cougs. But also, kind of disappointing, Grady Dick. I think there's a lot of hype going with Grady Dick in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
he's top 10, right?
But
yeah, he was top 10. He's only played 14 minutes right now per game. But he's averaging 3.8. And like, he's averaging like nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And like Jacob Podol hasn't been great.
Yeah, he's averaging 11 points per game. But he was doing a lot better. He was from the Nets, right? Podol was from the Nets.
Poeltl?
No, he came from where'd he come from?
No, he came from the Spurs. He came from the Spurs. Yeah. Yeah, Poeltl's
I said Jacob.
That front court that front court should be pretty crazy, bro. Poeltl, Siakam, and Scotty B.
Yeah.
Scotty B's the 3. That's an insane front court. Defensively, like
What
you should
about
have
Boucher?
nothing be going on in the paint. Who?
Boucher?
Yeah, he's on there.
Oh, yeah, and Boucher too. Yeah, Boucher's a great second guy. And then and Achua. Yeah, like
Shua.
Defensively, this team should be pretty scary, at least in the paint.
Yeah, I think they just need to. Yeah, they have a lot of upside. They just need to do better.
Who's their coach?
No.
And I asked that because I don't think anyone
Nurse is
knows.
on the Sixers.
Yeah.
I asked that because I don't think anyone knows.
Yeah, I could.
I couldn't tell you either. I haven't heard his name once.
Darko Rajakovic.
Who?
Yeah.
He is a former. He was a Serbian professional basketball coach who is now the head coach of the Raptors.
Serbian, eh?
That might be the problem.
Well, there's some good Serbian players out there. I don't know if you heard of this guy named Nikola Jokic, but
yeah, you're not wrong
pretty
there.
good to me.
Well, looking at more underdog teams, or maybe not necessarily underdog teams, one team I want to ask you guys both about is what are your guys' thoughts on the Nets? Sai, let's start off with you. What are your thoughts on the Nets so far? I think they're 8th right now. They're 13-11 so far in the year. Kind of what are your thoughts on the Nets right now?
The Nets is honestly, when they're playing well, they're honestly one of my most favorite team to watch right now. I mean, they have Cam Thomas, Mikhail, Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton, and then their bench is like a bunch of like athletic, like big guys who can guard, like Royce O'Neal, Dorian Finney-Smith. I think they have Lonnie Walker too.
Yep.
When they're playing well, they're super fun. I mean, Mikhail can give you 20. Cam Thomas can give you 60 at any point.
You see Claxton already. Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know what their problem is. I mean, I don't know why they're not winning more games. I wish I had an answer. I don't know the answer, but
Simmons averaging
on
6.
paper, they're a super fun team. I'd love to hear
your
you guys.
Well, Eve, I agree. And when you look at their stats too, I mean, they're top 10 in points per game. They're first in boards, and they're, as a team, shooting basically 40% from the 3. So you look at those numbers, and they should be a good team. I think part of the reason early on right now is they've just had a lot of injuries they've dealt with. Claxton's missed extended time. Cam Thomas, I think, was out for a little bit, and then I think Ben Simmons is still out right now. He hasn't really played.
Yeah, he's only played
much
6
this year. He's played 6 games.
He was playing well too, like actually really well. before he got hurt.
He fills the stat sheet.
Yeah,
He
when
really
you
does
have
help
Quinn
out in
Simmons,
every area.
Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, and then you got like Royce O'Neal and Claxton out there. Like that's a good lineup. Like,
That's
I would
why
watch that
I was
every
curious
night.
what's the team. Yeah,
I do like
they're
McCaffrey.
7-3 in their last 10 too. So I mean,
Yeah.
they've recently started kind of
Spencer
picking it up.
Dinwiddie. I'm a big I like Spencer Dinwiddie. He's good.
He's leading the team right now in assists.
Yeah.
Cam Thomas is the lead. I mean, he's a bucket. Cam Thomas
Cam Thomas is a bucket.
averaging 23 for the team, leading the team.
Oh,
like
yeah, I love Cam Thomas. This guy's
he's
a
a
go.
bucket. Yeah.
I'm not seeing a lot of chemistry between Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges right now. It seems like one's going off, or if Cam Thomas is out hurt, then Mikal's going off. And if Mikal's out hurt, then Cam Thomas is going out. But I'm not seeing when they're both on the floor. Like both of them are having good games. So that would be my one critique from them.
Do you think that's because of their skill sets, or because they still need time getting used to playing on the floor with each other?
Yeah, I think they still need time. I don't know a ton about Jock Vaughn, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about him. I don't totally know the answer to their problems, but I think Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges, like chemistry is like the X factor there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
I haven't watched the Nets as much this season, so I'm just kind of looking at their stats, and yeah, Cam Thomas is a baller. I like Cam Thomas a
Also,
lot.
Claxton is really fun to watch.
Yeah, he's averaging 2.2 blocks right now.
Yeah, he's awesome. And then they have
So,
Day'Ron Sharp. People love him. I haven't seen a lot of him, but people love that guy.
For real.
Yeah, he's like
And
very
Royce
like
O'Neal.
he's got high energy, and like there's potential for that team to be an awesome play-in team and make some noise in the first round of the playoffs. They need to figure it out.
Yeah, obviously when people come back from injury, they'll be a lot better, but
It's crazy to think about where this team is right now compared to a year ago today.
yeah.
Yeah.
It really is just so crazy, like looking at the roster and everything literally a year ago.
One consistency is Spencer Dinwiddie, man.
I love Cam Johnson though. I
Cam's
really want him and Bridges to just go off.
Too.
Huh?
Yeah. He's an X factor as well.
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna go one more team before we move on.
Yep.
Who had a really horrible start, who is finally coming back, is the Miami Heat. Starting to look like the mold cells again a little bit. So I wouldn't necessarily call them an underdog. I just think they had a really shitty start. I think like the Lakers of last season, how they had a really shitty start and they came back. But yeah, Miami Heat are now at 7th seed, or pretty much tied with the Pacers actually. But the Pacers have a tiebreaker right now. But yeah, they're a good team. Keep an eye out for them. They're going to make the playoffs, I guarantee. So yeah, it's glad to see them doing good again.
Yeah, they have
Marquez Jr.
Yeah, Adebayo and Hero out for them right now, but I totally agree. I think they're also a big time sleeper, and watch out for them for sure.
Yeah, they'll be good. Yeah, especially we talk about the injury bug almost every single time, but
yeah,
it'll be good.
And kind of summing things up in the East before we go on to our next topic, you guys have any other teams that you kind of want to highlight or talk about before we move on?
Let's take a look. You guys got any teams?
I don't have any other teams I don't think of that
should we talk about Orlando being 16-8 right now?
Orlando's good.
Like it'd be crazy to just skip over them.
That is true.
Yeah, I could talk about 1 through 12. I could talk about every single one of those teams.
True.
Orlando's had some impressive wins too.
Orlando's
they've been competing with top teams and winning. So it's been really impressive. And
really picked it up, and Jalen Suggs is absolutely incredible.
Their guard play all around, all their guards are playing really well right now.
Find himself on a championship team here soon. Next couple of years, you're going to see him in a finals game, being like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense." 100%.
Out of Minnesota.
You just made Matt a very happy man right now. He's hyped.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's my guy. Oh my God. I could replay that game winner over UCLA over and over and over and over in my head. God.
I'll remember where I
Johnny
was.
Juzang. Against Johnny Juzang and Jaime Jaquez. Speaking of which, we are talking about Jaime Jaquez with the Heat.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, jumps on that table. Oh man, chills right now. Sorry, big Zags fan out here. But yeah, I'm really excited for. Really glad he's like had a third year resurgence because first year, meh. Second year, with Paulo coming in. I mean, it's tough for him, being a top pick the year before and then having another top guard picked right after him with Paulo coming in. But Paulo's just really good. So I'm really glad they're feeding off each other and they're looking good. They're looking real good.
Yeah, they're looking awesome. I mean, who's Orlando's coach right now? I don't know any coaches right now. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Let's go to the board really quick.
We love the internet for this stuff.
Yeah.
Jamal Mosley.
Okay.
Jamal Mosley.
I
haven't heard much about him, but yeah, I mean he's doing well right now. His team's playing really well.
I didn't know that the Orlando still has Markelle Fultz too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's been hurt for
played 5 games.
He's been hurt, but he's making his way back. Hopefully, sometime soon. So, yeah, this Max team is exciting. They've had a very explosive start to the season, and we'll have to definitely monitor this team moving forward.
Joe Ingles. I hate Joe Ingles. Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck Joe Ingles. No, we're not. Us three could have a topic for probably 10 hours about that shit. I don't get into it. Moving on to our next topic. Sai, we're going to do kind of me and Matt, before the season started, we did predictions for Rookie of the Year. I had Wemby, Matt has Chet. We kind of want to get your thoughts in on the Chet Wemby talk so far through almost 25 games. What are your thoughts on both Chet and Wemby, how they're looking, how their teams are looking and all that?
Yeah. I mean, they've both been phenomenal. I mean, that one game where they played each other was kind of a dud, but they've both been phenomenal. If I were to pick a Rookie of the Year right now, Matt, you're not going to like this answer, but I'd have to take Wemby, although he is on a 4-win team right now, and Chet's on a 15-win team and third in the West, I think.
You're making my argument for me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know. But that's the only argument. I mean, Wemmy's averaging 3 blocks, over 1.5 steals. I don't know what he's averaging points wise. I'd have to look it up. Maybe 18. I think
he's averaging 19 and 10 right now.
Okay, and then
10 rebounds per game.
Chet's averaging 17 maybe.
Yeah, 17 and 8.
I mean, I think the only argument for Chet would just be that he's on a winning team, but I'd love to hear another point. I don't know.
I will say 1, winning team. 2, he's way more efficient.
Okay, yeah, that's
all
true.
around.
Yeah,
and he had a quote we talked about in the last podcast. It's like, why would I take 34 shots just to score 35 points? It just makes it that's not impressive. Is what he said pretty much. He's been really good. He's shooting 37% from 3 right now, 52 from the field. He's just doing good. The last couple games are not as great, but he had a 30-point game the other day, and it was he's.
I think it was that game winner against the Warriors for me, where I was like, oh shit,
gosh, yeah, okay. He was absolutely the hype was up. He hasn't done as good since then.
Yeah,
but it's also tough.
They're rookies.
I think what's tough for Chet right now is the fact that he's the only big guy on the Thunder, and yeah, he has a lot of scores around him. Obviously, Shea, who literally just dropped another 40-point game last night. Shea for MVP, that's a different conversation. But Shea's just absolutely killing it. And then Chet's just getting double teamed a lot. He's getting picked on because everybody knows he's the only big guy on that team, so they're gonna be picking on him a lot. Which I've been watching. A lot of teams have been sending 2 guys on him, and he's been trying to play smart and trying to find the pass, so he hasn't been playing that much. But also, when you look at all this, the stats wise, when you're looking at it, I'm not sure what was the minutes per game. I guess they're actually a lot more similar than I thought. I was gonna say Wemby's had a lot more minutes, but they're literally pretty similar actually.
Yeah,
but
I guess the question would be is if you put Wemby on the Thunder and Chet on the Spurs, would your answer change?
I don't
That would
know.
be the question.
Well, that kind of goes back to what I've been talking about earlier in the pod. I was saying how I don't necessarily know if Wemby's being utilized as effectively as they should be using him over there. And that's not his fault. I'm not saying that's the coaching. I'm just saying that's maybe the system they're in or rotations. I don't know if Jeremy Sohan, whatever his name is, I don't know if he should be. I don't know if he should be starting at the 1. I think Trey Jones should be starting at the 1. I think he's shown that he's more of a facilitator. When you have scores on the team like Keldon Johnson, Vassell, now Wemby, I think he opens up the offense more. He hasn't been getting as much playing time as he had. This is all speculation. This is all just my thoughts. I could be completely wrong, but I just don't know if Wemby is being utilized as effectively as he could be, or given the right opportunities. Granted, I haven't seen as much Spurs as probably other people, but that's just what I'm thinking right now.
To answer your question, I think Wemby would be playing better on the Thunder right now, but I also think Chet would be playing better than Wemby is playing right now if he was on the Spurs right now. I think Chet next to Zach Collins right now would be perfect because you have 2 big guys. Well, 1, 2 Zags down low, love it, but I think it'd be perfect for Chet for the fact the next like I was talking to Denny about this earlier. Like the Thunder are literally playing Jalen Williams as the power forward right now. He's 6'8". He's not big. They don't have any other big guy, and the only other big guy they have is other Jalen Williams at 6'11", coming off the bench, only playing like 14, 15 minutes a game. So it's like. It's not. There's a lot of pressure that he's like the only big guy on the court, and that's the other thing is that Chet's not just playing down low at all. He's not just playing down low. Yeah. So I think putting him on the Spurs team, he's opened up for 3 a lot more. He's open to any part of the field that he wants to shoot at, and you have Zach Collins down low to like lure the Anthony Davis away, lure Rudy Gobert or Cat away, so where he can get open more versus where he's getting double teamed every other game pretty much because he's the only big guy on there. So they just crowd him and they give the ball to either get the ball in Shea's hands or out of Shea's hands to J-Dubs or somewhere else. So I don't know. That's the personal preference. I do think Chet would be doing better than Victor if he was in his position right now. But yet again, I do think Victor would be doing better than Chet is doing right now if he was in OKC. So I think it goes hand in hand.
Yeah. So it might just be a tied race. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
They're both on just very different teams, so you have to ask the question, like, if they were in opposite or they flipped roles, I mean, who would be doing better? And I don't know if my answer would change, but that's not a knock on Chet. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Wemby is just, I don't know. It's just crazy.
Wemby's good. Is this a tight? Do you think this is a tighter race than Donovan Mitchell, Joel Embiid? I think that was our last tight race, honestly.
Yeah. And that was, it was Ben Simmons, right?
Oh yeah, Ben Simmons too. Yeah, that was a 3-way.
Was that when Mitchell wore the hoodie that had like the rookie like definition on his? Yeah.
Yep, it was.
I don't know. That's a good question. Which one's tighter? I'm not sure.
Because it's the same situation for Chet for the fact that Joel Embiid missed his whole first year, so he got his rookie of the year the second year. Mm-hmm. And this is gonna be interesting. We still have a lot of basketball left.
Yeah, we do.
I think both of these guys have nothing but room to improve. So I don't think either of these guys are going to get worse than what they're doing. I think they're either going to continue where they're at or they're going to get better. So time will tell.
100%. Yeah.
All right, JD.
What we got next?
I'm trying to think of anything else to say about Wemby, and I got nothing else to say.
I mean, the guy's averaging 3 blocks a game and over like 1.5 steals. It's absolutely absurd.
It'd be kind of embarrassing if it wasn't averaging 3 blocks a game with that freaking height and wingspan, though.
You're not wrong.
I'm just saying obviously besides Boban's technically the tallest in the league still, but like he's not playing nearly many minutes. Or what Litso say? If Boban was athletic,
if Boban was somewhat athletic, would he be the GOAT? Simon, what are your thoughts? This is a question from one of our listeners. Yes, this is a question from one of our listeners, Michael Litzo. He wants to know if Boban was somewhat athletic.
This is a great Litzo question. I love this.
Would he be the GOAT?
That's a good question. He bouncing it. I don't know.
He bounce again. I couldn't even imagine him being athletic. I mean, yeah, probably
athletic or athletic. I like.
He said the question was somewhat athletic.
Yeah, probably. He probably would. I mean, the guy's fucking absurd. His body's nuts.
It's massive. He's just massive.
Yeah.
I forget what. Totally off topic, but he's going to be in a movie coming up. I forget which movie it is.
No, he was in he was in with John Wick. He was already in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boban was in John Wick?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he was in I don't know if it was the most recent one, but it was like one, maybe the most recent like John Wick he was in.
That's crazy.
He was like a bad guy.
Yeah. He was I think he has another
That's
band
hilarious.
coming up.
That's hilarious.
Gran Turismo.
He bounced again.
Side question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think at some point in the season the Spurs are able to figure it out at least to start winning games at some level, or you think they're just going to be at the bottom the whole year?
Yeah, no. I would, no.
They're not going.
I could see them going on like where you're for like a week. You know, they win 4 games, and you're like, oh, do they have? But probably not. I think their ceiling is like 20 wins, 23.
They won tonight, but
they just don't have enough. I mean, they have Wemby, they have Keldon Johnson, who's been probably not as good as people expected him to be this year.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. I mean, he had 39 against the Lakers, but other than that, I mean, Other than that, what do they have?
I'm pretty sure the Spurs are the only team. I'm actually pretty sure of this, that the Spurs are the only team with their top scorers not over 20 points.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, they just don't have enough.
Do you think a team? This is total shot in the dark, but everything we've looked at, even the Grizzlies, they have Desmond Bane.
They're both over 20. Yeah, Bane and Triple J. Yeah,
the Pistons. Cade Cunningham's over 20 points per game.
Yeah, I just don't think
crazy.
Yeah. No, they don't have enough.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Well, literally,
so, I think maybe for like a week, you would be like, oh, maybe they got to figure it out, but right. I don't see them getting over like 23 wins.
Right.
I don't see it. But it's a good question for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Vassell just had a 30-point game though. So.
I know. We'll see. Yeah. Well, that'll wrap up our kind of rookie roundup, or at least our rookie of the year race roundup. You know, we'll be monitoring that on every episode. We always give our updates on those guys, so we'll be talking more about them. Now we're going to go into a new segment called JD's Dunks of the Week.
JD's Dunks,
sponsored by Jason Burns. Thank you, Jason. We appreciate it. I'm going to be going through top games throughout the week, this upcoming week, and I'm going to get Matt and Simon's opinions on who's going to be winning these games. And we're going to start off with a showdown on Monday. We got Dallas going up against Denver in Denver. This is a battle of the 2nd seed and the 4th seed. They've already played once. The Nuggets took the first match. They're going to be in Denver. Denver's 10-1 at home. Simon, I'll start with you. My question to you is, with no Kyrie, can the role players step up to help Luka and win this game, or are the Nuggets going to just continue winning at home?
I don't know. With Dallas's recent play with guys like Dante Exum, and who's putting up like 30 a night the past like 3 games, you just never know. But I guess with Kyrie out, I'd have to go with Denver, especially in Denver. I think Jokic and Jamal are just. I don't think Dallas has anyone to guard Jamal Murray, let alone Jokic. So I'm going to have to go with Denver on that one.
It's going to be a tough matchup for Yeah, for the Mavs, definitely defensively. Matt, let's go over to you. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
I'm going to go on the opposite end. I'm going to say that the Nuggets don't have anybody to really guard Luka. I mean, Luka's been insane, man. And then I'm not saying he's going to shut him down, not even close. Nobody can shut down Jokic, I don't think, unless they triple team him. But Derek Lively, I think he could possibly just hold up enough down low against Jokic. But yet again, the Nuggets just got insane supporting cast. Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, KCP apparently is like super hot in plus minus.
Yeah, I think we just saw he's top. I think he's number 9 and plus
10.
minus KCP is right now.
Yeah, I believe it.
Which is pretty crazy.
Just for the fact that the Nuggets have kind of struggled a little bit and the Mavs looked insane. I mean, Mavs should have beat the Thunder 2 weeks ago. Because like literally they had a 30-0 run. But you know, Shea's just Shea. But yeah, like I don't know. Luka's having himself a really good season right now. So I'm gonna pick the Mavs just to upset, just for the upset. I just think it can happen.
In Denver.
I don't know if it's in Denver, so it's upset watch. Definitely. I don't know if you guys saw the footage of Kyrie's injury, but that was a tough injury. Well, basically, Dwight Powell fell on his foot.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that.
I heard he was like in his boot and on crutches, but I didn't see what happened.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Yeah, so that might be some extended time. But like you guys were, or like you were saying, Matt, their role players have been really stepping up. And so we'll see if that supporting cast can take down the Nuggets at home. That'll be a good game. Moving on to Tuesday, this game might not be as close as the game on Monday, but it's definitely a cool matchup. We got the Spurs are going to be in Milwaukee, and this is our first matchup of Wemby versus Giannis. Kind of looking at this matchup, do we have any? I mean, obviously we have predictions, but what do we think? Like, what are the matchups going to look like? Who's going to be on Wemby? Would Wemby and Giannis go up against each other, or would that not happen?
They will.
You think?
They definitely will.
Yeah.
You know, when rookies have their welcome to the NBA moment, this is going to be Victor Wembanyama's welcome to the NBA moment against Giannis. Giannis is not going to take it easy on him. Giannis is going to play tough. Giannis is probably I think Giannis is like one of the only people who can match his wingspan. Giannis' wingspan is insane. He's not 7'4", but he can get up in the air and he's way more athletic. I think he's way more athletic than Victor in general. I mean, it's hard to be that athletic at 7'4" anyways, but yeah, I think Victor's going to have his welcome to the NBA moment against Giannis. Obviously, the man just had a 64-point game, so yeah,
he didn't get his game ball.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the whole entire he's gonna get his game ball. I mean, that whole entire Bucks, they got both the Lopez brothers, they got him, they got Bobby Portis, and they got a tall team, and then they got Dame outside. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, be good. And Middleton.
I mean, yeah, the Bucks are definitely winning that game, but should be an interesting matchup with Giannis and Wemby.
Any predictions of
definitely hammer that? Definitely hammer that 1.5 blocks plus steals with Giannis if you're on Prize Picks, because that's definitely going to happen.
That'll be good.
If you guys were to get, how much you think Wemby's dropping? We know Giannis will probably get at least like 35, but how much is Wemby dropping?
I mean, 12.
12?
12?
12 points, yeah.
Give me like 18 and 10. With like 2 blocks.
It's like the first, like...
Jay Crowder's playing. He's blocking him twice.
I forgot about Jay Crowder.
Is he back?
Yeah.
Last time I saw this dude, he was in street clothes.
Yeah, I saw him holding back Thanasis against the Pacers, so I don't know.
Yeah, he wasting his time.
Yeah.
Anyway, going on to the next game. Wednesday night, we got the Timberwolves going into Philly. These guys have already played once this year. The Wolves took the first matchup. They really were just able to get out in transition and outpace them in fast break points that game. Embiid was not playing in that first matchup. So, Cy, let's start with you. Do you think Ant and the Wolves will be able to go into Philly and get a dub?
I think they should be able to. I mean, the Timberwolves have been really interesting to watch with Ant just taking the reins over Cat and Naz Reid all of a sudden just becoming like a top 10 center in the league, maybe top 5. Okay, that might be a stretch, but top 10 for sure.
Top 10
top
for
5
sure.
Yeah, top 10 for sure. But it should be a crazy game. I mean, I'm taking the Timberwolves in that one for sure.
Matt, what are your thoughts about this game coming up?
I'm just kind of salty at both these teams, but I'm gonna take the Sixers for the fact that you said that Embiid was not in the first matchup there. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think Maxey versus Ant's gonna be amazing.
That was about to be my next question. I was about to ask that.
But I also think Cat. Well, I'm not sure necessarily Cat or probably Cat versus Embiid more than Rudy versus Embiid.
So who's defensively for the Sixers would guard?
I guess
the other one.
I guess. I don't
so
know.
Embiid will have. I don't know, Cat or Cat and Rudy.
He's gonna go against Rudy because Rudy's the better defender than Cat.
Yeah. So who's gonna get Cat?
I don't even know who's on the.
Did they even have someone on their roster that?
I have no idea. I cannot think.
Is capable of.
Who's gonna get Cat?
I'm gonna do a quick.
Yeah, if Embiid guards Gobert, who's gonna get Cat?
Check Minnesota's depth.
I'm gonna check.
This is bad podcasting here, but one sec.
That's okay. No, I don't. I'm gonna choose the Sixers, but also at the same time, I believe because the fact that either Cat or Rudy can really switch off between Embiid gives them the upper hand.
I mean that definitely is an advantage defensively for him.
Batum.
Yeah, Batum's been big for them.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, he was a nice acquisition. Yep.
But he's like PJ Tucker, but better.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre.
So, yeah. That should be an awesome game.
Yeah.
That might be the game of the week. On a Wednesday too?
I think that is the game of the week.
Yeah, we got Cy taking the Wolves, we got Matt taking the Sixers.
I do like Matt, your point about that Embiid didn't play in the first one. So the Wolves might not know what to expect, but
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take the Wolves.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a crazy game, for sure. Yeah. Moving on to the next day. Moving on to Thursday, we have a good game. Also, we got the Clippers going into OKC. This is the first matchup of the season. As I mentioned before, the Clippers are on a 6-game win streak. What do we? Let's start off with you, Matt. Let's start off with Simon. We got some reunions going on in this game. Some returns to OKC. What do we? A lot of emotions going to be going on this during this game. What are our predictions right now?
Well, Russ is definitely going to do his thing where he runs to the other hoop and screams at the fans. Not in a bad way, but that's just what he does for every game. Definitely going to get a standing ovation. But I think me and Matt are going to have the same answer here. Thunder are going to take this maybe by like 10 or 20.
Absolutely.
The Thunder are just too good. They're just way too good. And the Clippers, I mean, what are they? 7? We were saying earlier, they're 7-3 in the last 10. Is that what we were saying?
I think it was 7-3, 8-2, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, the Clippers are definitely starting to figure it out, but the Thunder are just way too good. I know Shea takes it personal, so he's going to go crazy in that game. He's going to get some revenge.
Yeah.
And Paul George probably doesn't give a shit, so he's going to put up like 15 on 20 shots. And it'll be the Russ return game. But I'm going to take the Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder winning this one. I saw a report, or it was either earlier this week or last week, of the fact that apparently Kawhi tried to keep Shea as part of Shea in LA instead of trying to get him traded. It's like because he knew how good he was going to be. No, I don't think anybody expected to be have Shea doing what he's doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But my God, I am so happy about it. Shea is better than Paul George. I don't even think it's without question anymore. Shea is better than Paul George. Shea's not. I mean, Russell Westbrook's MVP season will be one of the most special seasons ever. But he's playing. Obviously, Shea's been playing better than Russ has played the last 3 or 4 years since he's left, and he's doing better than Kawhi too. So it's like Shea's making it personal, like you said. He's going to make it personal for sure, and all these guys are going to get a rough homecoming back to Oklahoma City between Harden and PG and Russ.
Oh, God. I forgot about Harden, too.
It's crazy to see that combo of guys all returning. Yeah, dude, it's crazy to see all those guys returning for a reunion together.
It's weird.
Same team.
This is really weird seeing
crazy
Harden and Russ together coming to OKC.
Fuck, dude, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, dude.
I think that is the biggest weird part for me. Obviously, Paul George is not nearly as long as a stint as those two did there. But it's... yeah, I mean,
Sam
obviously
will be having a hell of a time watching that game. I'll tell you that.
Jerry West really missing out. Jerry West is going to get a taste of medicine of what he missed out with Shea.
I'll say this, man. SGA is so much fun to watch, bro.
He's such a baller.
He's a bucket. It's crazy.
Are we entering top 5 territory with SGA?
I think if he's not already there, he is almost there.
He's my MVP this season so far, and I
mean, he's insane, dude. It's crazy.
He's playing better than
it's crazy.
He's playing better than Jokic has been so far this season. He's the only other person I can see as MVP right now that's doing really. I mean, Luka. Luka's been insane. I think he's averaging a little bit more points than him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had Jokic as my favorite to begin the season as MVP.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, SGA I wouldn't say slow start. He was still averaging 29, 30 points at the start, but now he's just been, like I said, he just popped up for 40 points against the Kings in a loss. He had another 30 point. It was just like, he's just insane.
He rarely has an off night. Rarely.
And he's changing the way that the point guard position for the fact that, like, everybody in the point guard position thought everybody had to adapt to become the next Curry. Because Curry just absolutely bombed from back to 3. But he's actually, like, he doesn't take that many 3-point shots attempts per game, man. He attacks the basket, and he's so lengthy, and he can get up there so well. So it works out.
Yeah. He's been incredible. I think we're definitely entering top 5 territory.
Yeah. I have him as my MVP. Well, it's obviously very biased, but I've seen other where the people have him voted in there too. So I'm very biased. Obviously, I still try to give some of the guys on OKC some praise, but I mean, Isaiah. Oh, quick shout out to Isaiah Joe, man. He is,
yes, sir. Yeah,
having a season.
Yeah.
This is
Isaiah Joe's my favorite Thunder.
Yeah.
He was earlier this week. He was leading the league in plus minus. I think it changed after a couple games, but man is killing it. Man is automatic from 3. He was leading the league in 3-point percentage for a while. He missed a couple here and there, so it's brought him down. But he's a bench player. He's just shooting so well, and he's winning games with him on the floor. So big Isaiah Joe fan.
He goes to the free throw line. He plays a little bit of defense.
Yeah.
He's super fun to watch. I love watching Isaiah Joe. And a great Instagram follow also, side note.
I love Isaiah Joe, man.
And last pod we were talking about Isaiah Joe. I was comparing him to Anthony Morrow.
Yeah.
That's a great comparison. I love that.
Yeah.
Anthony Morrow. Out of nowhere.
We were talking about Anthony Morrow a little bit on the last pod.
Him and Andre.
It was cool. Yeah, him and Roberson.
You like the best of both worlds of Morrow and
Roberson.
He's got really good defensive presence,
Not
but
Andre Roberson.
Way better.
Fly Drake 21.
Yeah. Facts.
That's my guy right there.
Come on.
That's my guy right there.
Yeah.
Rachel's me.
All right, I made that a little bit longer than I wanted to.
No, we good, man. We good.
You know I couldn't hold back.
Hey.
By a milli.
Thunder supporters out here, man. We gotta talk. Come on.
Thunder by a milli.
Yeah.
And all reality, I think it'll be a really close game, but I don't think.
I think the Thunder are gonna win it.
Also,
I see the Thunder winning.
I don't think the Clippers know like how good the defense is going to be with throwing all those young guys out there.
Right.
Harden's going to get clamped
Ty Lue
down.
ain't focused on that.
J-Dub's going to clamp down Paul George or Harden. Whoever wants
on anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, does Ty Lue even focus on anything?
Ty Lue
No.
Ty Lue is not the coach.
He walked in and got LeBron, and then I mean, he's been chilling ever since, and so anyway, moving on to the next game. Friday night, we got Phoenix in Sacktown. Kings won the first matchup this year. There was no KD. On my notes, I was going to ask, with the big three, can they win it? But after Beal going down tonight, I don't know if Beal's going to fucking be there. So
that's tough.
I guess my question to first Simon will be: can KD and Book, if they're both healthy, because we never know anymore, can they lead? Can they get a win?
I think they're still trying to figure it out, KD and Book, how to win games with these role players, emphasis on the role player. And I think the Kings just have too much experience and they know how to win games better. So I'm going to take the Kings. KD and Book are my guys, but I'm going to take the Kings with that. Maybe by a wide margin too.
I want to hear your thoughts first, Denny, and then I'll give you my thoughts.
Yeah.
I agree with Simon. They have a lot to figure out. And I like what he mentioned as well, with the emphasis on role players. And, you did all of this to get Bradley Beal, and then the guys played
nothing.
I mean, what, less than 5 games
just played
or whatever
their
it
first
is.
game together, the three of them, yesterday.
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
We're in the month of December.
We're approaching 25 games in, about a fourth of the way through the year, and
we're talking about way too early All-Stars after this, and Bradley Beal has played his first game.
Yeah. So I mean, they're in a bit of a hole right now, and we'll see if they can. The thing that
sticks out to me with the Suns is they live and die by Eric Gordon, Grayson Allen. When I saw them play in person, is KD and Book will do their thing. They'll give you the points to stay up in the game. But if Grayson Allen and Eric Gordon are hitting their shots, then that team will win games. But they live and die by those two. Yeah, and that's a problem.
No, you're right.
So yeah, I'm going to take the Kings.
I came into this thinking I was going to be the only one picking the Kings. I was like, oh, these two for sure picking the Suns. Yeah, no, you know how I feel right now. I especially after watching last night, watching what the Kings did to the Thunder. Thunder have it a lot figured out more than the Suns right now, and they just lost to them. So, I mean, I'm also a huge Domantas Sabonis fan, drafted by the Thunder. My fellow Zag as well. And De'Aaron Fox has had a 40-point game. You'll hear me mention his name coming up soon as well. They're good. They're just really good. I'm happy to see them doing good again. So, I mean, after last season when they came out of nowhere just to be end up the 4th seed, top 4. They ended the 4th seed, I think. Yeah.
3rd seed.
3rd seed.
Yeah, because they played the Warriors,
Yeah, so I'm picking the Kings. They're looking really good. Like I said earlier, they were one of the favorites to win they were one of the favorites picked to win the in-season tournament. I mean, yeah, they beaten the Thunder twice now, I guess. One in the in-season tournament play and now again. So size matters. Domantas Sabonis is killing it. I think he's at least top 2 or 3 in rebounds in the league right now too. And he's not like a massive dude. I mean, he's definitely a tall center, but he's not like a traditional center, I guess, playing. But he can score. De'Aaron Fox is back, baby. They're good.
Yeah.
I got nothing to say. I'm already impressed about the Suns. Anyway, moving on. I'm just gonna go over. We got a couple Christmas Day games going on. Christmas Day basketball is absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna go through these matchups really quick, and when I go through them, I want you guys to each think of one that's your favorite or you're most excited for, and who's gonna win. And then we're gonna move on to our last segment in the evening. So here are the matchups we got for Christmas Day. We got Milwaukee at New York, Golden State at Denver, Boston at LA, Philly at Miami, and Dallas at Phoenix. Sai, I'll start with you. What game are you most excited for, and who's taking it?
I have 3 things to say. First is, do Milwaukee and New York play each other every Christmas? Because I'm pretty sure they do.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually true.
I'm gonna say
They
yes.
100% played last year, and I think the year before. I'm almost positive about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Secondly, as a basketball fan, I am looking mostly towards the Lakers in Boston. That should be an awesome game with all the defenders that both of them have and the scores. As a from a fan perspective, I'm definitely looking forward to the Booker Luka drama. So it's a toss up between the Lakers and Boston and Dallas and Phoenix, but I'm gonna have to go with Boston and LA for the game I'm looking forward to the most. 2 p.m. I think in LA.
Who's winning it?
Wow, I actually don't know. I could see Tatum having like a crazy ass game, so I'm gonna go with Boston. But
Yeah.
that's gonna be an amazing game.
It's gonna be a crazy ass game, dude.
Yeah, I'd also pick that as my favorite game.
And who you got?
I would also pick Boston, but this is like a primetime game on the Christmas with LeBron. I just literally just for the fact it's LeBron on Christmas Day makes me want to pick the Lakers, even though like every other
It's hard to vote against that. I mean,
like you said,
LeBron.
just like LeBron in season tournament. Yeah, you
prime time, Christmas fucking day. Like, I mean,
so literally just for the
when does LeBron step down from that? Yeah, I mean that's fair. I understand that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Lakers here, even though every other situation, if it wasn't, I would be picking Boston any time of the week. I'd be picking Boston if it was in the championships. But like the fact, I'm literally only picking it because it's LeBron on Christmas Day. Right. And then I'm also gonna highlight the Dallas Phoenix. I hope that is a good game.
Any predictions or
I just hope it's a good
just
game.
Wait. Yeah,
and I'm going to choose the Mavericks still.
Okay.
I am
but
too.
I want to be surprised really badly.
You guys are both going to choose the Mavericks?
Yeah. Right. The other two games, I don't think they're going to be that close. Milwaukee, New York is a sneaker. I think that's a sneaky pick for the fact, Jalen Brunson just dropped 50 points on the Suns. He had to get the Suns, but
we're not getting into that. We're not going to talk about that.
I think New York's will be sneaky competitive against Bucks that game. So I don't think it's a gimme by any chance. So,
we'll finish it off with my take really quick. I am excited for that Dallas Phoenix game as well. I'm gonna pick the Suns to win it.
Go figure.
Yeah, no surprise there. All I'm gonna say is that I think 110% Book and Luka are gonna get into it. They're gonna at least talk a couple times in the game. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. I think it's gonna piss off Book. I think they're both gonna have 40 plus. Katie's just gonna be sitting there and be like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Beal's gonna be in street clothes,
and Beal's gonna just be Beal's gonna be in a scooter, like those one-leg scooters, because his ankle's so fucked up.
He's gonna have a Santa hat on and everything.
Yeah, I'll say Suns on that, but I'm excited to see the Book. The Book Lucas shit. Going into our last segment for the night.
Real quick.
Yes.
Do they have special edition Christmas jerseys this year?
I
miss those, man.
Do they?
No.
That's a good
Maybe
question.
they were their in-season tourney jerseys. I don't know.
Probably, but I miss those Christmas Day. Remember the 2016 Christmas Day jerseys?
Oh, yeah.
They just had like the cool font.
Have they not done those for a while?
Remember the Thunder ones?
The Thunder ones are sick.
Those were fire.
Also, bring back that commercial with the
they're all shooting at the hoop.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing more on Twitter.
Dude, Steve Nash on the Lakers in that commercial.
I'm tired of seeing that video on Twitter every year. Just make a new one.
Yeah, no, they need a new one.
Yeah,
I agree.
But keep the same guys who are still in the league in that video. So you still have Braun, KD.
Yeah,
I think Curry was definitely in that video.
Westbrook, I think, was in that too. I could be 100% wrong, but I think he was in that.
He actually, I think he might have. Who else was in that video?
D Rose was in that.
D Rose was in that.
I think was Chris. No, I don't think Chris Paul was in that.
But yeah, bring back the fun NBA Christmas stuff. I love the 2016 Christmas jersey. One of my favorite. They had just like the cool font lettering. It was like a solid color. I remember because I mean it was Cavs Warriors then. They had a fun Cavs Warriors game. LeBron versus Steph. LeBron won that game, by the way. So that's why I'm picking him again for this for this coming up. So yeah, it was fun. All right,
bring those
Danny, what's
back.
next?
Well, we got our last segment of the night. We're gonna do some way too early All-Star predictions of our rosters. We're gonna do a little cool segment here where Cy and Matt are going to draft their All-Star rosters here.
We're doing it like Giannis and LeBron style, or we're doing like East-West style. What do you want to do?
I think because of this year being East-West, I think we should go East-West.
Okay.
Wait. That'll work, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we should do East-West. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to ask you guys a question. And whoever gets it right, whoever answers it first, whatever, we'll get the first pick.
Okay.
The question is who was the leading rebounder for the Seattle Sonics during the 2006-2007 NBA season?
Wait, 2006, 2007?
2006, 2007. Yes, it was.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Matt,
was it Nick Collison?
It was Nick Collison.
Let's go.
Oh, wow. Good pick.
Total shot that got Mr. Thunder.
That was Nick Collison.
I like that.
That
was a good question.
Don't know why he's retired jersey, but
all right. So let's start with the West then.
Okay.
Should we just go by position? Or do you just want? No, actually, no. Pick whoever you want. Yeah. So you get the first pick, Matt. Who are you picking with the first pick?
The West? I'm stealing my guy. He's the best point guard in the West right now. His name is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yep.
Mr. MVP, in my opinion. I'm gonna chant it till it happens. I'm gonna take Shai.
Yep. Cy, what is your first pick?
East? Is that what it is?
Huh?
Am I the East?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be taking freak on the court, freak in the sheets, baby. You know what I'm saying? Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes, sir.
The Greek man.
The Greek freak.
And he definitely didn't get his correct game ball. That's all I'm saying.
Matt, who you got next?
Oh, the Dark Knight Killer himself. The Joker. Nikola Jokic. Still Jokic. We didn't talk about it, but also he's gotten 2 ejections this season already too. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, what do we make of those ejections?
One of them was bullshit for sure. Man's passionate, but like, yeah. I mean, like I was talking about, he was getting like triple teamed so many times, man. So he's getting frustrated. I don't blame the man. But so there's some bullshit stuff out there, I'll tell you that much.
Any comments, Cy, on the Jokic ejections so far this season?
I think Jokic is just gonna Jokic. That's just what it is.
Yoke. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got much on it. I mean, I think when you compare it or see what Draymond's doing, it's hard to be like, oh, think much of it. So that would be my take on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, bad podcasting, but I want to backtrack really quick. For this draft, I want us to both draft in the same conference.
Okay.
So we'll do that for both conferences. So, because it makes it more of an actual kind of like draft, you know? Mm-hmm. So
give him an East guy.
My apologies on the podcasting to all the fans out there, but we're going to start with the West though. So you were the first pick, so you had SGA, and then Cy will pick someone from the West.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So you pick now someone from the West side.
You want Jokic? Or you want? Or I'll let you pick.
Wait. So he picked SGA, and now you can pick whoever you want for who you want your first person.
This is my first pick instead of Giannis.
Yeah, because we'll do both the West and the East. And so you guys are going West first.
Giannis when we go East, just because you already picked him.
Yeah. All right.
So right now, all the guys SGA.
All he has is SGA, and then you have the next pick, so you can pick whoever you want.
Yeah, I'll take the Serbian beast and go Jokic.
Yep.
No explanation needed.
Yep. I agree.
Matt already
There's
gave
nothing you need to say. Yep.
Yeah.
Matt, who you have next?
I'm gonna go LeBron James. He's he's gonna be first team, even if he does deserve it this year. But you still got fan votes part of it. He's gonna be on there.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. There's
LeBron.
no question about that. Yeah. Sai, who are we looking at?
It's a tough choice between two guys. I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna have to go with Luka Doncic. I think that's gonna have to be my pick.
Yeah,
It is
gonna be
shame
my
to
next.
say, but guys having hell of a season, and it's hard to deny it.
He's been going absolutely insane, dude.
I
It's
can't stand
crazy.
that guy. But
Yeah.
hard to deny it.
And like Kyrie even had a pretty slow start to the year, and this guy's just been picking up all the slack. He's been going absolutely insane. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Matt, who do you got next?
Man, I wanted Luka, but I'll take. I'm just gonna go roll with the classic. Still, I'm going to go Steph.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that guy.
No.
Yeah, and I agree too. The same thing with with the fan votes. You already know he's gonna probably be a
Even though they're
starter.
Even though they're in shambles, Steph's still gonna Steph.
Yeah, it's no question. It's Steph. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sai, who do you have with your next pick?
Damn, this is getting tough. It definitely makes it more of a draft when we're all picking the same conference.
I know.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Anthony Edwards. Simply for the fact that he's young and he's going to try to make a name for himself. I know Matt's pissed right now.
Yeah, he's not happy, bro.
Yeah, I wanted him next, man.
About KD, but I think if I take Anthony Edwards, he's going to go crazy because he's trying to make a name for himself.
Bro, he's been having some crazy games this year.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the Ant-Man and, guys, go.
And with that, I'll take KD.
No explanation needed.
Nope. No. Man does not need an introduction.
We don't gotta say anything.
Nah, man.
Besides, all we gotta say is KD is not nice.
I got Trent. KD's not nice.
I used to have that KD is not nice shirt.
Yeah, I know.
JD is KD.
KD.
Anyways, moving forward, Sai, your next pick, who we got?
Who do I have so far?
You have Luka, Ant, and Jokic.
Damn. Luka, Ant, and Jokic.
We doing 5
team? I hope he's healthy by the time the All-Star game comes around. But I'm gonna take Anthony Davis.
It's a good pick.
Yeah.
He's been going absolutely insane right now.
Lakers
it's crazy.
Anchor outside of Cam Reddish.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. For real. Matt, who do you have to finish off your starting five?
Oh, it's tough.
You have SGA, Steph, KD, and Braun.
I'm deciding whether to go small ball or big ball here. It's either one. It's from the same team. I just don't know which one I want. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's tough. I feel like I need a big man and have KD and LeBron on my forwards. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yep.
I'm going to take DeMontis.
Yep.
Yeah. I was, man, I wanted the other guy, but I think just what I got so far, I had to take him.
Sai, you got Luka, Ant, AD, and Joker. Who are you picking with your last pick to finish your starting five?
My last pick will be the ultimate complainer, the ref complainer. I'm going to take D-Book, the man himself. He's gonna him and Ant are probably gonna combine for like 60 points. So we're going for it. We got Booker, Ant, Luka, AD, and Jokic.
Yeah, that's a lot of complaining on that team. You're right.
Yeah, a ton.
Yep.
You're damn right.
Yeah,
And Matt's got
the rest are
SGA,
not gonna
Steph.
like my team.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
SGA, Steph.
KD, Braun, and Sabonis.
I like that. I like that a lot.
We're gonna keep these here, and we're gonna have record of them. So when February comes, we're gonna take note.
I know this isn't happening, but I'm gonna take my honorable mention. The guy who was debating over it was De'Aaron Fox, by the way.
Yeah, I thought about Fox a lot. And I just had to take Booker just because he's my guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Would you say he was your honorable mention as well, Sai? Or do you have a different honorable mention?
I want to have something different. I just can't think of it right now.
That's fair. It's tough.
Trying to think.
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson.
Sengun.
Sengun could be a good one.
Sengun actually could be a good one.
Yeah, that could be a good one.
Oh yeah, Sengun.
Yeah, that could actually be a good one.
Man makes his first All-Star.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
Maybe someone on the Clippers, maybe? I don't know. Paul George? I don't know.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Or Harden.
Yeah. I mean, they're up there.
Yeah. All right.
I can go full Lakers and go Austin Reeves, but we're getting way too crazy there.
We already got 2 Lakers drafted.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the East to finish off the pod tonight. Let's do we say that Sai had the first pick already with Giannis?
Yeah, I'll give him Giannis if he wants to continue with that.
Yeah, so you're next.
All right, Matt. So you're next. Who are you picking with your first pick?
Which one should I do? Which one? You know who I want, but
yeah,
which one?
That's tough, man.
Oh,
that's tough.
I'll take Halliburton.
Yep. I mean, that guy's been playing all-star level right now. It's been insane. His efficiency, no turnovers, really. It's been crazy.
Oh,
he already was sitting there. He's like, shit.
God damn it.
Sai, who do you got with your next pick?
Say anything.
I'm debating between 2 guys right now.
Please take the other guy.
Yeah. I think I'd be crazy to just leave Embiid sitting there. So
Damn
I'm
it,
Embiid.
dude! As soon as I took that, I was like, "Damn, I could have got either Tyrese after that." Oh, that was so bad. That was a bad move by me.
I got Embiid and Giannis right now, so I'm gonna stick with that.
That was a bad move by me. Oh man, fuck it, I'll take Tyrese Maxey. I'll take Maxey.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have got Embiid first. That was bad. That was a bad move by me. Man.
Well, Mr. Simon's gonna sprint to the podium and take Jason Tatum.
No, that's good. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Damn, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid.
I'll take fuck. Boban, no. I'll take Bam Adebayo.
Bam.
I need a big guy or else I'm fucked.
Sai, what do you got next?
I'm gonna go ahead and take Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, that's a great pick. I already like size 2 better here. I'm gonna take Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, that was my next pick.
Yeah, I was between Donovan or Jalen.
Yeah. Sai, who do you got to finish off your starting 5? You got Donovan Mitchell, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid. Who's a point guard for you? Or a guard, just a guard.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I got one in mind. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anyone.
I think I know one that you should not miss right now. I'm not going to take him either. 'Cause I don't need him.
I can't think of anyone else, so I'm going to go with Mr. Trae Young.
Oh, I say you should have took game time, but
yeah, Ice Trader gang.
That's fair. I'm gonna take Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Buckets. I like these teams. So Cy picked Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid. Matt picked Tyrese in the East, Halliburton and Maxey, Brunson, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
We got any honorable mentions?
Oh
Dame.
yeah, let's hear some.
Dame's my
Dame.
mention.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dame. I was gonna say LaMelo.
that's a good one
That's
too.
not a bad one.
That's
Actually.
a good one too. Yeah,
He's been hooping for them.
he's been hooping, man. It was tough.
Yeah, I know he's a little hurt.
Tough. He got that ankle injury. Yeah, he's been hooping
Yeah.
for sure.
I wouldn't say Kristaps not all-star level yet. Is he? Would you say?
Oh yeah, yeah. Big time sleeper, Cam Thomas.
Yeah, no, that's a big time
I like
sleeper.
that.
No, I'll give
Yeah.
you that.
I wouldn't say Kristaps is there yet.
No. I'm just trying to think.
He's been
of any other
playing
big
great
guys,
role
man.
player minutes, but I
Who would
wouldn't say
you
he's
put
there yet.
over Porzingis though?
That's the thing. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I don't. I mean,
I
looking at this
agree. I
earlier.
don't know if he's totally there, but I don't know if there's
but
anyone to put over
there's
him.
no one.
So,
I
he
love
might just-
Porzingis. No,
You have Embiid and
I don't see
Giannis.
him
I don't
over
know
him.
the big guy that's over him.
Yeah, I agree.
Like in the East.
Yeah.
Well, that was a cool little segment to end the pod. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. That was
fun.
fire.
Yeah,
This was a great time.
yeah. Thank you, Cy, for joining us on the pod.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get you back on for another pod sometime soon.
Yeah.
I'll join you guys anytime.
Yes, sir.
It's the Banshot Degens all day.
All day. All
Mm.
night.
And if you know anyone that wants to produce, let us know.
Yeah. You know, I know. Mr. Frank Arterberry has some podcast experience. Maybe we'll throw him up in there.
Hey, Frank, if you're listening to the pod right now or have made it this deep into the pod, hit me up, man.
Hop in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our Twitter DMs are open, bro.
Yes. Make sure to follow us on Twitter as well. So we're the Banshot Degens on Twitter. We're also the Banshot Degens on Instagram as well. Send us in any feedback you want. Tell us what you want to hear us talk about. Tell us whether you think our takes are shit or great. Whatever you want. We want to hear it all. We want feedback. We're trying to make this podcast for the people kind of deal. Obviously, we love sharing our thoughts too. So, yeah, hit us up.
And this is our last pod for the rest of the 2023 year.
Yep, we'll be busy over
we'll
the
be taking
holidays.
some time off. Yeah, and we'll start back up at the beginning of the new year.
We'll be right back in January. We'll be hitting the ground running. We'll talk about everything that's happening in between. So,
happy holidays, everyone, and we'll see you all in 2024.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Happy Hanukkah.
Stop. There we go.